Okay, so we're here in Helldivers 2 yet again today with some more news this evening, coming into you guys with some awesome stuff as the world seems to be a little bit quiet with regards to the CEO and or the company itself with further updates. So in today's video, we're going to go through a few things for you guys. Something in the store that you definitely need to get your hands on, upgraded from the last one that we actually advised. On top of that, we've got a load of Reddit posts just to go through, as I seem to think that they may be some relative pieces of conversation within the community. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And on top of that, check out our sponsor for today's video, Advanced GG, the #1 clinically proven energy supplement on the market. My favorite flavor is cherry vanilla, but you guys can catch an array of flavors via the link in the description. With that being said, let's dive on into today's info on Helldivers 2. So starting off, the super credits store number 13 is more repeats yet again, but we have got the Legionnaire back in the store, which has a 544 speed, which also has increases throwing range by 30% and provides 50% limb health, which is actually incredible. The other set of armor, just a little bit of a saddening one with the Drone Master, as it definitely has a bit of a more of a useless one for this game, which I feel is more of a run and gun game. But you have a reduction in recoil when crouching prone by 30%, and it increases the initial inventory and holding capacity of grenades by +2. So if you want those extra grenades, it may be worth it, but as an overall, there's no added attributes to like the speed, the stamina, or even the armor rating, and the only recoil decrease is from the actual crouching / prone, which I don't know many of you guys that will actually do that. Feel free to let me know your situations in the comment section though, where you have used it. I pretty much just run around and then dive onto the floor as and when explosions and guns go off, but about that, it's an interesting one there. On top of that, we have a very interesting post coming up with 6.6 thousand upvotes that states right here, can we keep Helldivers as just Helldivers and not Helldivers Ultra Collab Skin Simulator? Now this is a really hot take. Main reason for this is a lot of people generally tend to like the skin collaborations and all of that sort of things, especially like with games like Fortnite. It seems to happen quite a lot, but I feel like you Helldivers are definitely set in your ways. This post goes on to read that there are too many games these days that did just have no faith in their own original setting, and we end up getting the weirdest mix of things with no real identity to it, like the new Warhammer Call of Duty crossover thing coming. But with Helldivers, I'd prefer they just stick to what they made and not become some advertisement for other IPs, or ruin their own look for the silliest cosmetics possible. I've been seeing posts asking for them, and even the devs hinting that it may happen. Even though there is clear inspiration from several different pieces of media, Helldivers is a unique game in its looks, feel, and story. It would be such a shame and a disservice to ruin it with things like collabs. Let Helldivers just be Helldivers. Now this is actually a really interesting one, because the direct collabs between games generally do work quite well, and although they are a sort of advertisement for other IPs, for the most part the way that they generally tend to work is there seems to be quite a decent amount of money in them, and it works as a really easy way to push the boundaries of how much a company can actually make. Now what we've seen from Arrowhead so far, it's not seeming that that's really their main focus. Obviously they're going to want to make money, but I think that they really want to keep the aesthetics behind this game. Do I think that we're going to see a Fall Guys skin with a luminous pink mushroom top just running around the worlds of the Helldivers Galactic War? No, probably not. But would I expect to be able to see some sort of crossover, whether it's like a Call of Duty collab or something like that? The likelihood is possible, that as long as it keeps its main schematics in what the game actually holds, and we have like a Star Wars one, which again wouldn't happen because of Disney, and that's just the way that that one works, or even just a like a Warhammer themed collaboration, I think that it could work quite well, but I think you'd have to keep the world to be what it is that we know it as and love it as, and keep the theme of it relatively similar. But I want to know what you guys are thinking via the comment section below. I'm going to also put a poll up in the community page and see what you guys are thinking via votes alone, as what I do generally tend to like doing just recently is getting these conversations in with you guys and really picking your brain on what you expect from Helldivers in the future. Next up, we've got this post right here though, which is about clearing nests. Fabricators should lower lower the intensity of extract. Now, it states right here that it might be unpopular, but it just makes sense if it would. There's nearly no point other than the paltry XP and slips you get for doing it when you've unlocked everything and hit max level. It makes even less sense, let alone after hitting 20 for the XP gain. I'd be more satisfying if when we were clear those things, we get tangible in-session rewards as a result. That, and I do so hate having patrols just pop up out of nowhere in front of me randomly. There are a few additional comments to that, but I think that this is definitely a good one as far as clearing nests and fabricators go. Should lower the intensity of the extract most definitely, and you would think that the logic would definitely sit there, but it's nonetheless still a questionable one anyway. This one right here was probably one of my favorite posts on the Reddit right now with 4.3 thousand upvotes, and this states, I think Joel might be messing with us. Now, this post did make me chuckle, as well, that seems like an absolute nightmare on its own, and actually seems something that I've been playing the game so much just recently I could probably have a nightmare about, especially as the explosion happens and they just emerge and spit all over him. A hilarious post, and one of which I do quite like the look of. If you guys have got anything like that, please do head down to the description, go into our Discord and post them in there. We've got like a memes channel and stuff like that for Helldivers. It'd be so funny to start seeing some of your guys' experiences in, just like this one here, which says, time for some napalm, boys. When you're low on ammo, low on health, no stims, and there's a bug breach, but you see a big red beam appear. The Eagles are coming. I actually love this one, and apparently so did 3,500 of you guys. And we are going to show you one post on here because this is hilarious, because this has 18 different images on it, but this one right here definitely made me tickle. The tactical unit shield, secure optional safety in compliance with CO1. Now, there are 18 different images that I am not going to show you here on screen, but you guys can go ahead and take a look at. I'm actually loving some of the things that you guys are coming up with in the community with regards to this game. It just makes me laugh absolutely no end how much of a positive spin this game is having in the gaming scene, whether it's down to the humor value or just the humbleness and the actual togetherness that we're having inside of the game right now. We've been covering quite a lot of it in most recent videos, and you guys really do seem to appreciate that sort of stuff. So in between like the news and stuff like that is something I really want to make sure that we keep positive here in the community and on the channel. As far as it goes, you guys are absolutely amazing, and I love absolutely every single one of you. Now, again, closing on the video, we are still going to be giving away a copy of Helldivers 2, or the super credits equivalent of the pricing of it. It's going to be coming up in just a couple of weeks, and we're going to be picking one of you guys for it, just to show some love to the community for showing so much love to each other. So if you want to get a hold of that one, we're going to stick a spin in the works today, and we want a star in the comment section. Spam the star in the comment section and we'll get you involved. We'll be getting hold of one of you guys in the next couple of weeks for your free copy and or super credits equivalent. So with that being said, that's unfortunately all we've got time for today. Hopefully you've had a little bit of a chuckle at this one, as it's not been all so serious in this video with some rampant news about how the major order has been failing again and we've got more work to do. Actually, we seem to be doing quite well indeed, with everything sitting at 100% and the unlaught sector actually on the rampant gain of about 61.75%, with over 390,000 of you currently in there. I mean, don't get me twisted, the automatons definitely seem to be taking a battering, as we've managed to get about 140,000 of you in there, which is nowhere near the same amount of numbers. But if you guys like oil, then head on over and start cracking in. But that's unfortunately all we've got time for today. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow for some more Helldivers news. Thanks again for watching, appreciate you all, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.
Thank you.